right now. All right. So if you want to put an extra environment in your or another HDRI into Substance, right here on this PC at least, it goes from this PC documents algorithmic. I think as long as you find this folder for you for the Mac people, you're fine because you go here. Well, I'll show you mine, right? So it goes from this, because this is the name of Substance. So we go into Substance Painter, then we go into Shelf, then we go into Environments. And that environment that I just downloaded, where can I find it? Actually, so I just downloaded this. It's called Urban Street, and now I'm just dragging it in, and that's it. So now I can find that in Substance. Remember the name, Urban Street '01. Okay. So now I'm in Substance, and let's say I wanted to see that. I just go to I think it's over here. Windows, tool, no, views, display settings, right? So if we go to display settings, environment opacity, environment blur, no blur. So okay, so this is, what we're seeing if we can see it. Kind of like if we go to iRay, and I just go over here to the panorama, I scroll down, and this is the one, Urban Street, right? No, I had one in the neighborhood, 3D only. All right, this is one of the other ones I had. Yeah, Urban Street '02. That was Urban Street '01. So yeah, this is the one. All right, so just out of wait, was this it? Yeah, whatever. It's it now. Okay, so yeah, this is our environment. So you can add environments if you want. And like I said, that website's got a ton of them, right? That's what I use for my car when I use that. Okay, so first thing, let's look at this. So I'm gonna try out this first material, right? Which is gonna be this rusted one right here. So what it looks like is that there's rust. It's almost like there's rust under the paint, even though you know like that the paint's there and the rust is eating it, but that's how we have to approach it in Substance. So let's do it. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let me close this window. I'll bake my textures, texture set settings. And I'll just do this the first thing, just for good measure. I'm gonna put it on 2048. Um, yeah, I messed up something. All right, so 2048. All right, it's almost there. All right, we're here. Cool. So I got my reference open in the other window, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and it's the layers. Let's get this body, right? Um, so I'm gonna start this off. So I'm gonna start this off with the plastic mat. Or you know what? I can go car paint. I'll do that. I just type in car. I think something will come up. No? Hmm. I've never even seen this material. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is something else. All right, so let's go to one of these. I think steel painted is in everyone's. Okay, cool. This is a nice starting point. So what I want is that body only, right? So to get that, I can click on this and we'll go to well, we can just click on this actually. See, that deselects it. So if this is the one that's deselected right here. Let's look at the back. Then what I should be able to do is select this and then deselect all of these. All right, so we just have the body. Now, if I want it to be that car paint blue, all right, I can just go inside this material right here and let's find the paint. So this is the paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to take this to my picture of the car, all right? And use this color blue to
How did
find.
you go inside of that material?
Oh, this is what you call a smart material. So the smart material is really just a bunch of materials put together and put in a folder. So I just opened up the folder.
Oh, okay.
So steel paint, this one right here, steel painted, scrapped, dirty. I just drug it in there. And then I just went to this and then chose the body only. So now I'm just clicking on this right here. There's base material. So we turn this on and off. We see what that's doing. And so you should just go in and really just click on these and say, oh, okay, this is the effect that's going on. See, like this one, it's a small thing. So if we click on this, yeah, I don't know. It's very subtle. Or maybe it's on another part of the robot we can see a little bit better. But I just go in and see what's happening. All right, so let me go to this first. I'm going to click on this. Like I said, I'm going to my actual reference photo and putting it over that blue to try to get the blue I want. And you know, light hits the photo in different places, so I want it to be a little bit deeper. But the thing about it is, since it's substance, we can just go in and kind of tweak it how we want. So let's say I like it like that. Okay, I think that's cool. Hold down shift, right click to get rotations. All right. Roughness variation. Let's see what exactly this is doing. So we get the light in a nice area. I don't see too much of an effect. Oh, it's just like a subtle kind of noise in there. Nothing too crazy. And then if we see this is on 50%. So yeah, let's drag it up a little bit. Dirt. This should be the fun one. Okay, so we can click on this dirt and we can go to our generators that are already here and kind of mess with these and try to get it to be how we like. So like I said, I'm looking at the reference, which looks pretty crazy. So if I click on this, we'll see what this effect's doing. And this one, so this right here is where the real griminess is going to come in. And we could even keep it like this, and then we could just right click and do a add paint. That's subtracting. But remember, if I go down here, go to 1, now we're adding. So let me get a nice brush, go to brushes. Let me see this dirt. And let's just make it a little bit nastier where we want. And sometimes what I'll do, well, if the, like you see how I'm clicking on it and it has this pattern, it looks like, I don't know, it's like a continent somewhere on a foreign planet. So what I'll do is I'll go in here, and if I switch up this, it switches up the pattern just to add some more randomization, because random things look real. Okay, so go in, make this a little heavy. Get it in the cracks, right? Because that would make sense. Maybe take the size down a bit. Maybe boost the size up a little bit. And I'm doing this kind of fast, but I think you all get the point. I'll make this like part a little bit more rusted than the other side, just to like make it a little bit more random. And then I'll jump up some more, maybe get a dirt splash, something like this. Like I said, move that brush. All right. So let's say I have this body right now. Cool. And then we have this right here. So let's see what happens if I turn the height up. The height looks like it's under everything. We could turn it up just a touch. Okay, and then I'll take this paint just down a little bit in the roughness. No, up in the roughness. Well, I'm not seeing the blue. Get a little rougher. Actually, I'm not gonna mess with the height too much. Let's mess with it just a little bit. Okay, so I like that for my car paint. If I want to paint the back, it's already there. So let's say I want this back to be, no, let's do the head first. So let's say that I want the head to be, where's my reference? All right, so let's say I want the head to be Bumblebee, right? So what am I looking at here? I'm looking at yellow paint with dirt, slightly shiny, with some heavy streaks on it. A few cuts. All right. So now I'm here. This is my body. Ah, caps locks. All right, so there's the body. Now let's get the head part. So I'll kind of do the same thing. I can also start off with that same material. So let's say car, steel scrap dirty. Or we could even do paint it. Let's just do that, right? So let's bring this in. So on the head, click on this. We could even deselect everything else. These rims are part of it? No. These bats right here? No. Sorry. So we just got the head. Same thing. Where's my photo? All right, I have my bumblebee on the side. I'm opening up the steel painted. Same thing, base steel. This one. Find the one with the red, right? Click on this. Click on the eyedropper. Now I'm over here on the bumblebee photo, finding that orange. You see it's a little bit matte here. It's not the that nice glossy paint. All right, let's go with this. Want it a little bit more orangey. Okay, so this is good. I'll go here. Roughness is kind of up. So let me turn it down a little bit. Yeah. A little bit up. Okay. So then we go here, do the same thing. Click off of this, see what they do. Don't know. Oh, I see what this is doing. See, it's got the little imperfections. All right. All right. Oh, so this is the base steel under it. All right. So we can make this, I guess, a little darker to match it. All right. We want more scratches. Then we'll go here. Yeah, under paint, mask editor, and we'll do the same thing. So this is adjusting the mask. Like I said, just keep on going in here. Slide a slider, does something you don't like, take it back. All right, so let's say I like this. What's the warp doing? Not even sure. But I do know I'm gonna get some paint. So add paint. It's subtracting, as you can see. We'll just go here to the grayscale, turn it off. And we start giving ourselves some scratches. I'm just like clicking it one time and getting these. Um, yeah, not my favorite. Oh, it was too much. That's what it was. Oh, and look at this, right? Very subtle, right? So these are the things that really matter, like the subtle stuff. Sometimes you can like go and build up. Speaking of building up, I'm gonna take this over here and kind of like subtract back on this. It just makes like really random kind of type of effects. Anyway, let me mess this head up a bit more. But you just basically go around and put this in logical places. Like if this thing was dropped out of a truck or something, it would be like, where would it hit? And like, what are the points of contacts type of things? And also for the elements, you know? Okay. Let me look at this thing again. All right, looks like it has some like type of soot over it. So for that, I'll make another fill layer actually. So let me click on this. I just made myself a fill layer. Now these right here, these channels, it'll include metallic roughness if you want, but if you just want a color, you can just disable all of them but color. So I'll do this. I'll keep on roughness and height. So what it is right now, it's this color, but I want it to be like a nasty kind of brownish, I guess, for the, oh, I'll just go right here and I'll find it on, yeah. So this is what I just took from the Bumblebee. Then I'll do the same thing as before, add black mask. And then let's see if I can do drips top. Let's see diagonal drips. Let's see what this is going to do. So this is like a particle brush. So wait, no, this isn't the particle brush. Oh, but this actually is looking kind of good. So you see what it's doing? It's like the paint over the scratches. Let me see if I can get a particle brush. That's what I want to find. Brushes, no, particles. This is where it is. So particles, let me go to leaks. So I should be able to paint this. Yeah. And what it does is it gives me like a leaking kind of effect. So it's like I'm painting. It's like painting with like um I guess a paintbrush, like dipped in paint. And then I should be able to go backwards if I want to. So now I'm like erasing with this paint effect. And if you see what it's doing right here, how it's hitting it in the corner. So if I go back here, and this is why you bake the textures, because it'll like react. You see the particles kind of like going down a bit. And of course, these are all the controls. So it's like, basically showing you how it works. So if I took this all the way up, nothing happens. It says fade size 1. So then we have rain. So you see that? It hit the whole object. And it's just moving with this direction. So Z is where it's going. So Z is this way. It's kind of slightly pushing towards the front. Anyway, you'll get on this. And then if you have too much like I do, we can just always go back. And do that. I'm curious, what's this going to do? Okay, so this just kind of does its own thing. But those effects are kind of cool because we can just go in here and, you know, give them some opacity and then layer something else on top of it to make it look, even more random. Okay, what else is on this bumblebee? You know what, I'll try Sandstorm just to add some more stuff in there. Okay. And as always, I'll grab a brush. Where's the go to a dirt or something? No, not what I wanted to do. I want to right click on this, add paint. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's doing it. So yeah, I'm just basically layering in like the corners spots, and then on those parts where there shouldn't be anything, just kind of erasing. Because in theory, like the sun should be hitting everything on the top, so it should be a bit cleaner, but just around the points of contact. Anyway, that's how you get some nice action with this. Oh, and lastly, if you wanted to do something like, let's say, make some dents, um, we'll do this. We can add a fill layer, take away color, roughness, metal. Right click, add black mask, and go to this right here. Let's go to height and let's raise it up. And click on this. Yeah, there we go. So because I had a dirt brush, that's what happened. But basically it's like this. If I click on this and I put the height, well, it actually should be adjustable. So let me just get a regular brush, right? Or whatever this brush is. And I paint like this, right? It shows up because the height is on 1. So if I take the height the other way, it's recessed. All right. So if I take it like this, it's there. And of course I can go back here, and if I don't like it, I can just do clear mask and it goes away. So, something like this. If you want to make some kind of dent kind of bump looking things, we can use this. So I might use a better brush than this, but just kind of showing. Oh wait, that's not it. This. So recessed and then raised. Basic hard brush. You know. So you could even do something, if you wanted to like, make something cool, little designs. That's basically how you do it. Let's get something kind of bumpy. Let's see how we could do it with this. So if I go to flow, it's kind of like lower, make it more subtle. So I can make dents and things a bit rougher with this brush. So I'll just do this for like half the head just to do it. And remember, switch up the flow for different intensities. And then for extra randomness, switch up the angle. Okay. And as always, if you want to take it away, go down here and let's take it away. So, because remember, if it's like raised in certain areas and recessed in others, the randomization makes it look more natural. Right. There's always something to keep in point. So next time you look at something that looks like this, just look at the pattern, see if it's consistent or irregular. And in nature, it's most likely irregular. Okay, so we have like our head now. Um, Let me go to, oh, you know what? Just something just to show you all. Let's say I want to put like a picture on this. I'll do that really quick for y'all. So right click, no, wait. Get a new paint. Let's put it here. Or you know what? I could just put it right here still, and I can say, I'm just naming it that. But, and you should do underscores. I don't know. I've been like fumbling big hands on the keyboard, but should be underscore. Anyway, let's say I want to put a picture. I'll go over here to projection and let's bring in a photo. Um, hmm, let's just say I wanted my bumblebee photo in there. Where is it at? Downloads. All right, I'll just bring in any photo. I can't really find. Um, you can't find a photo. Hey, look, I'll just take a photo of my little brother, right? Put him in there. So the texture, shelf. All right, so now the photo is right here. So what I'll do is I'll click over here, I'll go to base color, drag the photo into base color. So now it's here, all right? And then I can just kind of like paint them on there. This works better for like, I think PNGs, I would say, because you would have transparency and you could put like a logo there. Let me see, I think Substance might even have some of its own textures. Or alpha. And we could also use one of these. So let's say, I don't know, this hand. We could take that, and if you press S and hold it down, you can scale it. And then you could paint it. No, it's not giving the best effect. Hold on, just let me find a PNG in my downloads. That'll look a lot better. That PNG. First, let me do this. All right, I just downloaded this Optimus Prime PMG. So now I'm gonna put it in here. Substance, texture. I'll put it on the shelf, import. There it is right there. Click on my layer, click on the base color, put the PNG in there. It should paint straight up. Yeah, okay. See, because it's a PNG, it doesn't have that background. So now we get this in here. All right. So now let me click off of this. Now we have this. Okay. And now check this out, right? If I wanted to like make it kind of like grimy and take away from it, I can go to, let's go to smart masks. Let me go to like sand, drag this over here. So now I can take this mask editor and balance this out. Oh, let's see. Well, let's go to this invert. So we bring it back. And now let's take away from it this way. So we got the edges over here, which looks cool. Curvature. This also could be kind of like a whack filter, not filter, mask. So yeah, let's take it away. Ooh, no, let's just right click and go to remove mask. Let's go to surface worn instead, right? Okay, here we go. All right. So now I'm in here and we can go to like this balance, kind of bring it back. I'm saying, so we can have it how we want. And then as always, we can just right click, add paint to add it back in where we want it. So look, random, I'm making this clean and making this over here clean. Leaving the rest as is. And then you know me, I'm gonna go back and chip it up. You know? And do this kind of thing.